warning, spoilers. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is a movie review. Yay me! I don't think I've done a movie review yet. Maybe a trailer reaction. I can't really remember because I've posted so many videos. Anyway, I am doing a review on a movie that has taken over a lot of media sites, and they're exaggerating the fact that it's one of the scariest movies that Netflix have ever put on Netflix and will give you nightmares. So I had it all typed up because, like I mentioned in videos before, I don't want to ramble so much. Please ignore this. Anyway, Veronica, oh Veronica. It is a Spanish movie, so there are Spanish subtitles. It takes place in the early 90s. And upon watching this, I realized that I missed the beginning when I was gathering my food, of course. And in the beginning, it does tell you that this movie is inspired by true events. I didn't know this until like at the end when they actually showed some pictures. So, pointers to anybody who is going to be watching this movie to pay attention to the beginning, as I did not. Will I watch it again? Yes. Anyway, it was inspired by true events, as I mentioned before. And there are a lot of web pages linked to this girl's story. Her name wasn't Veronica in the real life version of this. So anyway, it tells the story of a girl who becomes overwhelmed by terrifying supernatural forces after playing with a Ouija board. Ooh. So, like, it was a solid movie. Even though you had to pay more attention because you were reading the subtitles, I found, like, as I was reading, there were things happening that I missed. But that being said, I did enjoy it. There are a few things that really didn't stand out to me, like, I didn't really like. One of those would be the dark shadow, that's what I'm going to call it anyway, which is the evil spirit, but you can actually see the evil spirit, and it's just like the solid black human-looking thing, a little bit longer or taller than normal. I was like, tar. I didn't really like that. I think that in particular is the only thing that made me not fall for the realness. Other than that, what am I to? As it stalked, it was great. I really enjoyed that. I liked one scene in particular where she is asleep and she's having a dream and she thinks that she's awake, and her siblings are actually chewing pieces of her skin. They didn't overplay it. It kind of just like all flowed together for me. Anyway, they chose great little humans for the roles, and I liked how the cast was pretty simple. You didn't have to follow too many people. There wasn't very much talking, and that also helped with the storyline, in my opinion anyway. You could tell that the people who were acting weren't acting, which is something that I friggin' hate in movies. I hate when you can tell that somebody is acting, and to me, they didn't seem like they were trying to act. It just seemed like it was actually happening to them. One scene in particular that really stood out for me out of this whole movie was mattresses. And it might seem weird, but there were 4 mattresses that were flipped over. Anyway, Veronica, or Vero, as they called her in the movie, she started her period for her first time. So she was trying to clean the blood. It wouldn't come out, so she went to go lift the mattress and flip it over, I guess. Prior to this, the landlord downstairs said that there was a black mold, let's say, or a liquid forming a circle above her, like on the ceiling. So when she flipped this over, on the mattress there was like an imprint of this demon, full body. I think he was like curled up. I was like, ew, my god, can you imagine? To me, this was my favorite part. And I don't know, it wasn't like for the eeriness. I don't know, I can't really explain why it was my favorite part. Just the thought of the spirit sleeping underneath every person in that house. Like directly and under, like almost back to back. Was like, holy hell. So that was my favorite part. I did want to see more. Of course, that's how I am. It seemed like a quiet movie, which was, you know, it helped portray what needed to be portrayed, if that makes any sense. And I also enjoyed the part where Veronica's mouth opens wider than the average human's is supposed to, but it didn't look all like CGI'd and like mess up. It just opened. I don't know, without it looking too fake. It was done so well that it looked realistic, so good job for that. And I think what really made the impact was at the end how they showed the pictures from the actual true story and, like, you know, told a little bit about it. So it was just weird. So, like, yeah, I would rate this movie an 8 out of 10. I don't really like paranormal movies. I've had a couple paranormal experiences myself. Nothing like this movie, so before you call me like a weirdo or whatever, I'll share those soon. But, yeah, overall, I'd give this an 8 out of 10. Such a high rating because of all of the paranormal movies, I really thought this one stood out as just being real and sticking to the thing. Now, if they had a little bit more of certain things, I probably would have gave it a higher rating. But right now, I think the points were deducted. One would definitely be the nun. I just didn't like her. I just didn't really feel like that was needed. And the second point will be gone because even though there were subtitles, it was a little bit hard to see what was going on because I was trying to focus on what I was reading. Now, I'll rewatch it again and I'll be able to see I'll be able to pick out more things, but it was a great movie. I'd recommend it. I don't think you're gonna be scared shitless over it. I really don't think so. I don't think it stands up to what they're posting. I don't think it's the scariest movie in the world or the scariest movie on Netflix, but I'd put it in the category where it is a watchable movie. It is something I'd watch again. Now, if you do like spooky paranormal experiences, then yeah, okay, this would probably freak you out a little bit, especially in terms of Ouija boards. I didn't like the Ouija board movies, or the Ouija movies, but I did like this one. Didn't like Paranormal Activity because it was just so much paranormal. But this movie gave you enough paranormal that it was more realistic, let's say. I do wish that it was in English, even though I read a lot of people say that they were happy it was in Spanish. I liked Spanish. I got nothing against people who speak Spanish. I just wish I understood it so that I could follow along a lot better. But if you don't mind subtitles, you should definitely check it out. Almost like Train to Busan or Busan. I really like that movie too, and that was all subtitles, so definitely check it out if you're into those movies. It is worth watching. Do I rank it as the scariest thing on Netflix? No, I don't, but it's ranked high on my Netflix and kill checklist. Anyway, that about sums it up. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, and comment. Let me know if you've seen the movie or if you're going to check it out. Until next time, creep it real, and I will see you guys at my next video. Thanks for watching. Hey. No, Hunter, I'm trying to do my video. I'm lost now.